Dan, thanks for taking the time out this afternoon. It's been a busy summer on and off the field here at Meadow Park. The season only really just about to get started, but already with everything going on, you must be knackered.
Yeah, it's been a busy post-season and pre-season, but I think we've done well. In getting things up to speed. We'll be ready for the Notts County home game in 10 days' time, and I'm sure Luke will have the players ready and firing for Saturday down at Southend. And so all in all, happy.
And it's a bit of a tough one, I know, but on the lips of many Wood supporters is the transfer of Jacob Mendy to Wrexham. Are you able to give the supporters any information on that transfer?
What would you like to know?
Well, how it came about, and obviously there was reasons why Jacob wasn't playing in the last 3 pre-season friendlies.
In all fairness, we had a good pre-season. There had been a little bit of interest in Jacob from Crawley originally, and he had made it clear he wanted a move, and he wasn't that keen at first to go to the training camp in Barnstaple, but that seemed to work its way out, and everything was fine. And then just before the Dartford game, he asked to speak to Luke and Lloyd, and basically he didn't want to play anymore, and was demanding a move. But at that point, we'd had no concrete offers from anybody, and that was the way it was for a week or two. And we'd had an inquiry from Wrexham, but nothing more than that. And then Wrexham came in with an offer that wasn't suitable for ourselves, and and as happens in the modern day era, agents get busy and all manner of things. And the reason he didn't play for 3 games was he refused to. And so anyway, we sat down and discussed things, and Wrexham, in all fairness, were very, very good, and we dealt with Sean Harvey down there, and in the end we found an accommodation that everyone could agree to, and Jacob became a Wrexham player, and I think all parties are happy with the deal.
And as with football, you lose players and you gain players. I think over the summer we signed 9 players, all with so much quality. I think, in my opinion, certainly this must be probably the strongest squad the supporters have ever seen down at Meadow Park. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think the last week of pre-season was fruitful for us. Although Jacob went to Wrexham, we brought in Zach Brunt, and we brought in Enrique Souza, and we brought in Jack Payne, and that's given us a really strong 19-man squad, which again, that's a big squad for a club of our size. We've balanced the books. We lost 11 from last year. We've brought in 9. We've balanced the books, and we've brought in a nice, healthy transfer fee, which again helps us build the club's infrastructure. And as you can see, behind me, a lot of money's been spent over this post-season and pre-season, and the facilities also never look better.
And we kick off next on Saturday away at Southend. A tough start, but I guess any game would be at the beginning of the season. Hopefully there'll be several hundred Wood supporters in attendance, and you just must be raring to get going now.
Well, I'm sure there'll be over 5,000 probably at Rootsall. I don't know about 700 Boreham Wood, but if we're lucky enough to have 300 or 400 travelling, I'll be thrilled. The last time I went to Rootsall, I think it was 73 in the FA Cup, when we were a non-league club, maybe 5, 6, 7 leagues below Southend, and we got beat 3-0. So I'm looking forward to going there, nostalgia-wise. But we'll go there confident. We know Southend are a good side, but we're a good side as well. And we'll do what we always do. We know we'll be competitive, and hopefully we have a little bit of lady luck and we can come back with something.
And talking about the Wood Army there, I think we're now going over 850 season tickets for the season, which I think shows the progress that the club are making both on and off the pitch and within the community. And when you consider probably going back 6 or 7 years ago, we're probably lucky to have 200 season tickets. So it must be really, really pleasing for you and everyone at the club for what's happened and what's going on to, you know, attract these supporters.
Yeah, I think today the early bird season ticket offer finished, I think maybe Sunday or Monday, and we've set a new record. 871 season tickets have been sold, which is enormous for us. The community work that we've done over the summer has been fantastic, and I think the FA Cup run has united the town, and the work that Luke and Charlie have done over the summer with the signings has, you know, created interest and maintained an optimism, and the work Mandy and the middle office has done commercially has been incredible. And then, you know, with what I'm putting in, and again we've had help from Arsenal in terms of the TV compound and what we're doing for the Arsenal women. You know we'll be close to spending, you know, close to £2 million in our infrastructure since May. So by the time we get to September, the place will look incredible. And as I say, you can see behind me, the place is growing. You know, beyond you know, all my hopes and dreams really when I took over in 1999, and so yeah, so I'm really happy.
Dan, we're just speaking about the building works here at Meadow Park, and as you can see behind yourself there, I think that's going to be the new fan zone. Although obviously not complete yet, once complete it's going to look absolutely stunning. Yeah,
you know, we're putting a lot of investment in it. It's you know, it's everything from new catering units, a new bar, or you know, a home fans bar. It's got new club shops going in, new toilets, and yeah, really pleased, to be fair. I've got a lot of people to thank for that. You know, in all fairness, a lot of these improvements are also done with the Arsenal women in mind. Again, with the improvements and the support from Sky and the BBC, you know, we're creating a TV compound and broadcasting sort of gullies and all manner of improvements, and the local council, both the borough council and the town council have also come in and understood that, you know, when somebody like myself is initiating a £2 million investment programme in our site and in our infrastructure, then it only helps residents, it only helps local employment, and of course it brings third-party spend through the town, and everybody benefits. So no, I'm thrilled. What looks like a huge building site behind me will change dramatically in the next week or two, and by the time we tarmac tomorrow, by the time we get to Notts County a week on Saturday, this will, again, it will look a very different site, and before the supporters' eyes come the end of August and early September, it'll almost be finished then, and it will just be the fan zone bar, which will be under construction. And
turn attention to I guess the story of the week, England lady or England women winning the Euros. As someone that sort of championed women's football and looked after Arsenal women for well over 25 years now, you must be really proud of their achievements.
I'm proud of it wasn't Vogue 25 years ago. You know, when I look back and you see what Vic Akers achieved, and you know, and back then, you know, it wasn't necessarily well supported, and you see, you know, the people at Arsenal who championed it and have championed it to this day. But there's also a lot of unsung heroes at the FA, and so to see the girls do what they did, was a proud moment. I mean, it was when we won the Champions League here back in 2007. Arsenal won the quadruple back then, and a young Emma Hayes was Vic Akers number 2. A young Alex Scott got the winner out. I think it was Umeå in Sweden, and we hung on here 0-0 in the second leg. But to see what happened, you know, it wasn't just the win, was it, at Wembley? It was the way the competition grew. It was the way that the Lionesses, you know, become household names. It was how the behaviour of the crowd was impeccable, and the atmospheres, you know, and that there's a long road, and a lot of people have you know, have put a lifetime's effort into that. So yeah, I was hugely proud. But you know, as I say, you know, Hannah Buckley and people at the FA deserve great respect as well, and yeah, and 87,000 people and a nation fell in love with the girls, and you know, and it can only, you know, it can only help, you know, women's sport, and lead to opportunities which perhaps you know, wouldn't be afforded. They've now got a voice, and they want their voices to be heard.
And finally, Dan, do you have a message or a note to the supporters ahead of the new season?
No, not really. I think we're going into it as always. We're an underdog club. We fancy ourselves to be a top half of the table outfit. We've invested in all areas of the club, but the biggest investment has come from the supporters and the council and people locally. I think the community believes in what we're doing. They understand it, you know, that we build the club, you know, small steps. We've got possibly the biggest squad that we've ever run with. We start the season with a 19-man squad full of quality, full of experience, full of youth, full of legs. There's a great feeling all around the club, from the staff, all through the dressing room, and no, so we're going into it. You know, we expect to, you know, we expect to do well. And I think we will. I think Luke's very happy with the business that he's done. I think Charlie's very happy with how they've structured things over the summer, and I've got one or two little things I need to improve on, you know, with the academy and recruitment, and if things work as I hope, you know, we hope to have record recruitment, and we'll go to Southend with hope in our hearts, but you know, we're a good club, we're a good outfit, and hopefully we show that throughout the season.
Brilliant, Dan. Thanks for taking time to talk to us today.
My pleasure.